Hi people, welcome back to Life XP. I hope you're all well. Everything in life has a dual kind of nature. You've got the masculine and the feminine energy. It's the law of gender in the Hermetic principles, which I'll definitely be covering in the future. We've touched on some of the physical elements. So now it only seems right we talk about some of the non-physical elements to life as well. I want to talk about spirituality, faith, and spiritual practices. Specifically today, I want to talk about meditation. Of course, we all want nice things. We want a nice car, nice house, lots of money in the bank. We want to have a good body. But the outside is just a reflection of the mind. I believe most of us are just looking for a little more balance between the physical and the non-physical plane. If you say you're a person of faith to the average person, they're going to think you're a Bible basher, or you're going to try and recruit them into ISIS or something like that. And that's because the spiritual side to Western culture has been lost. I mean, it's been near enough wiped out. And we've forgotten our spiritual nature. And it's my belief that a majority of people have actually become what some people call spiritually sick. Everybody has faith, they just don't know it. You have faith that if you get up and go to work tomorrow, you're going to have money to pay your bills. You have faith that the sun is going to rise and set tomorrow. You know, but most of all, people put their faith in currency. I met a guy once on a night out, and he told me that he thought the meaning of life was to make money. Now, that's not every person, but you know, it's truly sad. It's truly sad that some people see life as that way and there's nothing more for them. That being said, money is very, very important. You need to be able to use it. You need to have that side to you in order to maneuver through life as best as possible. Now, I'm not here to tell anybody what to believe in. I would never tell anybody what to believe, nor would I let anybody tell me what to believe. And I'm going to be covering religion later on down the line, more specifically Christianity. So I wanted to put that out there right now. Anyway, today I want to talk about the benefits of meditation, along with a good workout regime and obviously running alongside a healthy diet as well. Now, meditation kind of has like a funny stigma attached to it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you have to be some airy fairy hippie with a top knot and wear linen shirts and light joss sticks in the morning to do it. But that's obviously bollocks. And guys, this is not new age. This is old age. So I don't really like that term. There's verses about meditation in the Bible and in the Quran, while references to meditation vanished from mainstream Jewish literature about 150 years ago. Meditation and mindfulness practices were reduced to simply an intellectual exercise, losing the deeper meaning of these traditions prior to the rise of the modern Kabbalah. This is an old practice that we can all get benefits from. So why aren't more people doing it? And why isn't it being taught more? Okay, the physical reality, especially in these modern times, can be very, very harsh and a very stressful environment. So would it not make sense to balance that out with something as calming as meditation? Of course it would. According to some scientists at Harvard in 2018, they conducted a study of mindfulness and meditation practices and published their results in a university blog, which is what I'm quoting this from. Now, meditation showed benefits across an array of different diseases, physical and mental, including psoriasis, irritable bowel syndrome, anxiety, depression, and PTSD. It can literally affect your genes and lower your blood pressure. Guys, that's huge. It literally affects your DNA. Now, I don't know about you, but I know a lot of people, some still suffer with depression and anxiety, and I've known people that have suffered with PTSD as well. So this is big. You can see why they say the mind is a powerful tool when used correctly. We are not supposed to be curled up in our PJs scrolling through fucking TikTok for 7 hours of the day. It's not normal. We're just following years of negative programming, and we're denying ourselves the full use of our bodies and our gifts. Before diving into the specific changes that have been discovered for people who meditate versus people who don't meditate, it's important to briefly review the structure of the human brain. The cerebral cortex is the part of the brain that controls the higher functions, such as language, vision, hearing, learning, memory, reasoning, auditory processing, along with many other functions. The cerebral cortex consists of two halves, referred to as the right and the left hemisphere. The left hemisphere is the rational and logical side of the brain. It is concerned with analysing, planning, evaluating and judging the world around us. It processes information related to math, language, logical reasoning, and it connects to the past and the future. In contrast, the right hemisphere is the feeling side of the brain. The right hemisphere is generally more creative and intuitive. It processes information related to spatial abilities, visual imagery, and is concerned with your experience in the here and now. So what does this all have to do with meditation? Well, some of the earliest scientific studies investigated patterns in the difference between the right and left brain hemispheres. These studies found a greater degree of activation in the right side of the brain comparing meditators to non-meditators. This increased activity in the right side of the brain leads to more creative and intuitive thought and less verbal and analytical thinking. In addition, the meditator may experience a greater feeling of being rather than doing. Guys, more creative and intuitive thought. This is literally what we need. All of these benefits happening beneath the surface. It sounds crazy, doesn't it? Because there's so much going on, but all you literally have to do to tap into this is close your eyes and concentrate on your breathing. That's crazy. Now, I'd recommend that you meditate in a quiet spot right after your workout. You don't have to do that. That's just what I do. Also, I'd recommend meditating in the first quarter of the day. If you can only do it once a day, definitely do it in the first quarter of the day, because this is going to have knock-on benefits and it's going to help you relax a little bit more through the day. There's literally no point in meditating before bed if you haven't done it earlier on in the day already. You know, and if you meditate in the morning, you'll be less likely to need it at night. I mean, ideally, probably twice a day. The brain can be like quite wild at times. If you close your eyes, it can be really hard to concentrate. So majority of people, I'd say you'd have to start 3 minutes, work up to 5, 7, 9, 12, 15, 20. Once you can get up to that level, you're good to go. Also, if you struggle to concentrate, you can use specific words to focus on throughout your meditation. You could use like selflessness, wealth, courage. To be honest, it doesn't really matter as long as it's something that's empowering. Guys, you need to get this into your daily routine. It's a no-brainer. Okay, now remember, it is your divine right to be successful and it is your responsibility to reach your potential. Have a blessed day, guys.